Looks like we're live here, yeah? Beautiful. All right, what's going on, guys? How are we today? um, we've got some great things that have happened this week, and Jurassic World Dominion being one of them, dropping the trailer. Trailer number 2. I'm so hyped for this movie. Can't wait to see it. This is going to be the culmination of so many. This is the culmination of a franchise. 30 years in the making, and let me tell you something. It's incredible. All this time that we've got. Now we're getting the legacy characters back. Owen's back, Claire's back. I mean, come on. Dr. Alan Grant is sharing the screen again with Ellie Sattler and Dr. Ian Malcolm. They have not done that since the first movie. And now to bring it all together, to have them come at the end and bring this this conclusion is going to be so fantastic. I'm excited. I'm hyped to see this. I'm going to review the trailer. We're going to break it down. Once again, this is the Midnight Cinema. Trailer reactions, movie reviews, analysis, voice acting, streaming, gaming. Once I get my PlayStation fixed and all, and we'll be back to that too. But here we are. We're going to react to this. I'll break it down, tell you what I think, tell you what some plot points I think that they're going to touch on from what we see in the trailer. So let's take a look and let's have some fun. I'm ready for this. Hey, hold on to your butts. All right.
Blue had a baby. That's impossible.
Hey, girl.
You look just like your mother.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me, guys.
I promise you, I am gonna get her back. Genetic power has now been unleashed.
Quetzalcoatlus Mosasaurus!
It's a terrible mistake.
You have.
The doomsday clock might be about out of time.
Woo! Oh!
If our world's gonna survive, what matters is what we do now.
I could use your expertise.
You coming or what?
A baby raptor? I made a promise we would bring her home.
You made a promise to a dinosaur.
Yeah. What?
Wow!
Everybody hold on to
That
somebody.
nigga looks so brilliantly done.
That
It swims underwater.
What is that?
Biggest carnivore the world has ever seen.
Run!
Yo!
See? Not so bad.
Let's go! Let's go! This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. Listen, just understand. The point of a trailer is to pretty much sell you. Give the story without giving too much away. And you can see the scale of this. This entire movie is going to be, the scale is just, it's incredible with what they got going on here. Excuse me again. Sorry, my allergies are acting up today, guys. Oh, man. But listen, there's, just that last shot, and watch this. A lot of people don't like CGI. And the thing is, it can kind of take away from the reality or realism of things, in a sense, when you look at certain movies. If it's not done right, CGI done well, that's like, Andy Serkis's Matt Reeves' Planet of the Apes, that trilogy there. That CGI done incredibly well. But like, see here what they're going for. They're using animatronics, and I'm pretty sure they've used them in past movies, but not to an extent in which like now I can see like, oh yeah, they definitely used it, but it looks good, it looks real, which is what they did with the originals and how they were able to blend just that little bit of CGI and tie that with the practical to make it a more well-rounded experience for the viewer. That is exactly what it is. That's what I love about this. And I'm so hyped because it's one of my all-time favorite franchises. And I've loved this since I was a kid. I've loved animals. I've loved dinosaurs, read books on them, seen documentaries on them. And I've enjoyed just so much the learning experience of what it's like walking with dinosaurs. It's so epic. It's so incredible. So enough. Let me break this down. Okay, we're gonna run through this, and I'm gonna break it down for you guys. Okay, we're gonna run through this, and I'm gonna break it down. So let's see what we got here. I like the amber. First off, using the amber as the opening, I love it. I like how they're really tying that in there because it's like, this is the end. And going back to the beginning, how they had the mosquito when they got extracted the amber, and that's where they were able to grab the dinosaur DNA. And now tying it with this in Dominion, well, it's Alfred. Oh my God, I just love it. The balance of all things, if you will. So now we got Owen chopping wood, living with Marcy or Macy. This is key. Blue and having a baby now. Now, this is key because in the past, in the first movie, there's a scene when Alan Grant and Tim and his sister, I forgot her name, Tim and Lex. They're like at this base of a tree. They're going through the woods. They're about to like try to get back to the Jurassic Park Center, and so they see these little footprints and they see a nest of eggs that hatched, and they see tiny footprints that left the nest, and it's almost like, Grant calls back to what Ian said early in the movie: life finds a way. So now we're seeing Blue. She has a baby. What actually took place? Are they saying now dinosaurs have become asexual? Kind of like how they did with 1998's Godzilla. Is Blue asexual? How was she able to mate? How was she able to even have this baby? Okay, so that's a key thing.
You had a baby. That's impossible.
Because it's interesting that she says that because she's a clone.
Oh.
You look just like your mother.
Mm-hmm. All right, right here. This is a key thing too. I think that they're going to touch on poaching. All right, so let's watch the rest of this play out. They capture Blue's baby, and these poachers capture Blue's baby. I'm pretty sure they're either going to take the baby to Biosyn, which would be the rival genetics company to InGen. So they're either to do that, or they're actually trying to sell the baby on the black market. I don't know. I think they might. It's probably more likely they'll try to sell to Biosyn so they can study it, and that way they can increase their research on genetics, so they can continue to push out more and more dinosaurs, or increase the scale of them. Like it's really interesting stuff. I think that might be what's going on here.
I promise you, I am gonna get her back.
Now, Blue biting at Owen. I think it's now Blue's pissed. And because of what just took place, it's like I've already had an issue with trusting these humans. Well, at first we were cool because she was under Owen. There was that respect there. And then he, those 2 years or 3 years that they're gone and she's still on the island, living by herself in Fallen Kingdom. And it's like, well, okay, she recognizes him, but then she gets shot because all these bounty hunters, mercenaries came out of nowhere trying to take her down and everything. So that plays a role. Then eventually, at the end of Fallen Kingdom, Owen, sees her. She runs off. He's like trying to call her to him, and she runs off into the woods. So now seeing her living with Owen is interesting, but now I feel like she's, in a way, her trust is kind of hurt because of what just took place with her baby, and she's angry. She's upset. So Sam's times
Genetic power is
that's a Quetzalcoatlus.
unleashed.
Absolutely. Mosasaurus. we made a we made a terrible mistake. BD Wong that has to be Marcy. It's the same jacket, same color hoodie, hair, and everything. I think that's Marcy. He's just sitting down. So recognizing that they've made a mistake, he's saying that we made a mistake. So is he really going to be the villain of the movie? Because this is a very key line. Because they were hyping it up like, oh, BD Wong Dr. Wu uh, is like the overall villain. But or are they trying to say like he's the antagonist instead? Because antagonist can be just someone who's in the way, not necessarily the villain. It's just the character that's in the way of the protagonist. So I don't know, but he's saying like we made a terrible mistake. Maybe he's thinking back on the things that obviously he's thinking back on the things that he's done. So maybe he's not so much the overall villain. I know Lewis Dodson from the first one is supposed to be the villain. If you read the book, Lewis Dodson plays a major player as well. In stealing like genetics for Biosyn. So I think obviously he's going to be the main villain, but I don't think Wu is going to be as much of a villain as they were saying. Just off of this line right here, that's what it seems like.
A terrible mistake.
And Kylosaurus,
Doomsday Clock.
dinosaur stampeding.
Time.
Doomsday Clock. I just love that shot of seeing just boom. You've got Dr. Ian Malcolm, Ellie Sattler, right there, and Dr. Grant following up behind them. Carnotaurus. That's the missing horn. Is that the same one? That's not Toro from Camp Cretaceous. I don't believe that at all. But this one has a missing horn. Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't the Carnotaurus in Fallen Kingdom lose its horn? I think it did. I'm not sure. And then you have an Allosaurus right here on the right. This is how does Owen escape this? Is the thing. The Atrociraptors. Now I want to know where they let me up this some actually. Let's kind of fix this quality here. I myself am wondering where they are. Like what city is this? I know they're in Europe, but like where? I think it might be London because I do recall them saying something about being in London also. So at one point, excuse me, I'm sorry, but I think that might be where we are. I'm so excited. I'm talking so fast, you got to slow down. But but yeah, I think they're in London. I think this is where we're at. Woo! Clothesline. All right, so the Allosaurus and the Carno have broken out. Carnage is about to happen. It's about to happen. Let there be carnage. Look, it just snatches the guy up. Oh, wait. Look at this. Just this shot here. First off, where are we? This might be the Biosyn Center. If you've seen it in the trailers, there's like a wide shot in the forest and this Coliseum in a way. And that might be what's in the background. I think I would contend, and if you watch Camp Cretaceous on Netflix, I would contend that a lot of that it's not only going to be that Biosyn, let me put it like this. Biosyn is going to not do the exact same thing that InGen did or what John Hammond did. They're not going to make a park. That's not what they want. I contend, based on what I've seen in Camp Cretaceous and how season 4 has played out with the drones and kind of corralling these dinosaurs and forcing them to fight, I think that this is a coliseum for dinosaur gladiatorial fights. That's what they're doing. That's going to be their attraction. That's why they want the money. That's why they want their genetics. So instead of doing a park, they say, hey, people love all types of violence and blood and dinosaurs. Make them fight. That's what they're here for. They're savage. They're savages. They're nothing but monsters. That's what I'm thinking that is what their overall plan is going to be. That's what I'm thinking. But this shot alone right here is so beautiful, and it's showing. You got the Apatosaurus. I don't know if that's it. It looks like that might be. Well, I don't know if it's a Triceratops or a Pseudoceratops, but you're seeing the damage and all the carnage that's happening because of this genetic power that people want, that they're fighting for. And clearly it seems like, well, there's going to be a lot of death, and there's going to be kind of like a war in a way going on. And now I'm not thinking like direct, you know, SEAL Team 6, but obviously our main characters, and there may be some help from law enforcement going in and trying to stop what's going on. I don't know. This is going to be a really crazy ending. Do you think all the dinosaurs will die, or do you think that they'll live and they just end up, being completely relocated? I don't think, or being completely relocated. I probably don't think so, because then it's like, well, how are they going to eliminate the problem altogether? I don't know. But let's continue through it.
If our world's gonna survive, what matters is what we do now.
I can use your expertise.
You coming or what?
Dr. Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler. Oh, see, look at that. Is that a drone or is that a helicopter? That's a helicopter. It looked from a moment like a drone, but yeah, it's definitely a helicopter.
A baby raptor? I made a promise we would bring her home.
You made a promise to a dinosaur.
Such an Ian Malcolm thing to say. All right, watch this. Look at right here. This is also key. Ian Malcolm was the one in the first movie who lit the flare. Actually, he wasn't the first one. Dr. Grant was the first one to light the flare, stand still, to distract the Rex from killing the kids. Ian followed it up. So I wonder if they'll do it like, maybe what if Ian starts it off and then who follows up with that? I don't know. But could this be the end of Dr. Malcolm? I hope not. But look at this right here. Look at this beauty. Look at that. Crocky mate. Look, it's incredible. And the way it moves, just look at the detail on the scales and the ridges on the back. This is your Giganotosaurus. And it looks fierce. The biggest dinosaur, the biggest carnivore to have ever lived. Well, that's debatable. It's bigger than the T-Rex. I don't know if they're gonna say that it's bigger than the Spinosaurus, but it's close. I'd say it's pretty close, but this is a massive animal. Macy, stop.
Everybody.
All right, so now we have Claire getting chased by the Therizinosaurus. You can tell from the claws, the long. I've been wanting to see this dinosaur on screen for such a long time, and I'm really excited that they're doing it.
Hold on to somebody.
Let's go out. Power Raptor. Just look at that little. Just look at that little bat. Look at that wee bastard. The feathers. It's wow. They're really going scientifically because dinosaurs are more closely related to birds in a way than reptiles. And it's really cool that they have these feathers on it. At first I thought it looked, I wasn't really a fan of it, but slowly but surely I have really come to like seeing this. And this design is so incredible. Look, Pyro Raptor, the emphasis on the reds. It's just, I can't wait to see this movie. I can't. And it can swim. So now some have said, well, what if this is one of the biomes that they end up going to? Because in Camp Cretaceous, there's different biomes that the kids stumbled upon when they get to this new island. They have a desert biome, there's an Arctic biome, there's a jungle biome, and there's a forest biome. And I'm sorry, yeah. And so I'm just thinking maybe that's there because I don't think they're actually in Alaska or Iceland or the Antarctic. I think that might be one of the biomes that they're actually in. And here's where they'll actually meet the Giganotosaurus. I think that this is where all of this is going to take place and where it tries to break out.
What is
And
that?
they have to stop it.
Carnivore the world has ever seen.
Yep.
Run!
This scene looks so suspenseful. Look, it's right there. The Giga is right there. Dr. Sattler is almost in its jaws. And Owen's here, like, I'm trying to pull her up. Like, this is going to be intense, and I think they're really going to go after some of those horror elements that we got in the original. edge of your seat, straight suspense. This might be this antagonist might rival the Indominus. It might. And the Indominus rival, I believe it rivaled T-Rex from the first movie in a lot of ways. So let's see if the Giganotosaurus can live up to its name. I believe it will. Oh.
See? Not so bad.
Yeah, genuine fear. Genuine fear. Ah, man. And just, okay, see, right here. You could tell, and I got it paused now, but you could tell from the way it moves, it's like they really put a lot of work into it. I love this. I love this. Yeah. This is happening, guys. This is happening. I'm excited to see this. Please let me know how you felt about this. Please let me know if you enjoyed my reaction. Let me know in the comments down below. And feel free to follow me at the Outlawed Mime on Twitter. I'm on Instagram at the Midnight Cinema 41. Just hit me up. Let me know how you felt about this. Tell me, are you a big Jurassic Park fan yourself? I mean, I as you could tell, I truly am. This was epic. I'm really hyped, guys. June 10th, remember, get your tickets and go see this in theater. Support the theater, support movies, support cinema, because this is what that is. This movie is going to take, I just think it's going to take things to a new level. And just from the way it's planning out, I think the storytelling, this is going to be some of the best storytelling that we get in Jurassic Park, period. I believe they're going to be doing more shows after this. This might be, they said this will be the last movie. I don't know. I don't think they've confirmed that yet. I have to do some research. But I think they said that this will be the I know for a fact that I've heard them say that this will be the last one, but then there were other reports saying that, they might be open to looking into another movie as well as shows. I know they were definitely going to do shows. As far as another movie, not sure. So guys, I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy yourselves, and remember, one pack, one nation, one smooth howl. Wolves of Midnight Podcast. Go check it out on Spotify and other podcast sources everywhere. Howl!